Hi guys, Sourdough Kathy here, and today I want to show you how, if you've never taken care of flowers before, what you need to do if you want to keep them blooming nicely and not making seed. Because the average person would come along and just do this and pull off these. You see? But you can't do that, because if you do that, this little thing right here, and I'm going to cut it off. Sorry about the dogs barking. This little thing right here, it's going to take energy, and it's going to make seed. So what you want to do is you have to cut this part off also. And the best thing to do is, when you see it, like this one's here, I'm going to cut the whole thing right off instead of just pulling out the flower first. Now there's another one in here. I'm going to cut that back. And after I'm done, this might look a little shabby, but it will produce a lot more flowers afterwards. So you just go around to everyone that's dying. And if you see any that you've missed in the past, just go back in there and cut them out, because you're going to have a much, and I'm going to show you this one already. It's making a seed pod. This one right here, I'm going to pull off the little things here. This one is making a seed pod. And so that's why you don't want the energy going into this. Now, if you want to have more flowers, or you want to, towards the end of the season, let some of them go, and then you can have some. But while they're still in nice bloom, you don't want to do that. You just want to get rid of all the bad stuff and go ahead and clip out anything, even bad leaves. You can get rid of the bad leaves too, because that just consumes some energy that you don't need. I see some down in here that need to be removed that were early on. But that's about all for this one. Now, there's different kinds, have different pods. So I'm going to take you over to the calendulas. Alright, on the calendulas, they're different. And I'm going to show you why. Here is a calendula. And what the calendula does is they put out seeds in the middle. So if you take off the, I hope that's showing up. If you take off this stuff or just cut it off, you're fine. If you don't, what's going to happen is, and this is one that I took off but is still drying, and it is actually making seeds even though it is old and it's been sitting around. But there are seeds in here. And it possibly could have, if I had left it on a few more days, made the seeds. They're actually hard little seeds. I don't know if I could show this to you or not. I'm not sure if you can see that. Hope you can. So with the calendulas, just snip those puppies right off. And you have to find out where your problem areas are, what your particular flower does. Now, I'm going to show you the marigolds. Alright guys, here we are on the marigolds. And on the marigolds, you just want to clip the whole thing off. And I'm going to make sure you're going to see this, because I already filmed it and I had it on in large and you couldn't see a doggone thing. So, and I'm going to show you what their seeds look like. Now this one will not be ready yet, but this one that I'm holding in my hand, I'm going to open it up and see what color they are. See these? These are all black right now. Let me see if I can get that. Okay. All of them are black. When they turn black like that and they're dried out, that means you can use these seeds to be replanted. All of them are totally black. And if they're immature, they'll be white. But when they turn black like that, if they've sat on the plant long enough, or even, I find that marigolds, when you just put them down on in a plate somewhere in the house, you can get them to do the same thing. Now these grayer ones probably wouldn't produce anything, but the really black ones would. They would do fine. All right, now I'm going to take you over here to the mamilius. Now these mamilius are totally different now. When I realized everything was wonky this morning, when I went over all this stuff, but the mamilius, you have to cut the whole thing again, and this is what I mean by cutting the whole thing. This is where the flower was, right in there. And if this were halfway mature, and even now, it's got a little seed starting in the middle right there. That would be the seed that you would plant, but they get much thicker when they're mature. But you just want to make sure that you clip all of these off. And I didn't realize yesterday, either that or last night, we had a terrific rainstorm, and it just came torrentially down for at least 15 minutes and just really knocked the heck out of a lot of the plants. Well, that's all I have right now, folks. It was just a little something for newbies that want to keep their flowers blooming through the summer, and making sure that you're just not putting your plants are not putting all their energy into making seeds. And by picking off, you can get some really nice flowers. Now, I've got a snapdragon here. And as you can see already, hold on a second here, I'll show you. This is what a snapdragon does. It puts out this. And when this is ripe, when this is, ready to go, it'll have thousands. And right now, they're little tiny white. Let me see if I can open it up. There are little tiny white seeds in there. I hope you can see that. But they'll turn black, and that's what will be your seeds for your snapdragons. So it's not, you don't have to be a brainiac to figure it all out, but if you want to save some seeds at the end of the year, wait till it's getting late and then leave some go on your plant for a little while, and you'll have seeds to plant. You don't have to spend any money for flowers. And some of these, especially marigolds, you can throw right into the soil early, and they'll do just fine. Others are more touchy than others. Well, I hope you like this. I hope you'll give me a like, check, subscribe, ring that bell, and all those nice things. I thank you all for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye now.